Versus Lethbridge, we're happier with us. Russia left to right, Lethbridge right to left in the red jerseys. As I said, number one versus number one. Both goaltenders got the day off yesterday and got to open the doors. We're right on top of the Russian bench, so if you hear Russian swear words, it is the internet, but I wouldn't be able to tell. J.D. Hall looking for an outlet in front. Quickly handled by the Russians. Number 8, Kuzakhanov, trying to clear the zone, and he will. Rail Gazizov, Gazizov, gets knocked down from behind. Carson Haynes with that pleasure. Gazigov, point shot, wide left. And you'll see that extra 15 feet, what the Russians can do with it. Right in, off the goalpost, the edge of the goalpost by Yelpnikov, and right into the breadbasket of Ty Young. He'll hold for a faceoff, and we'll see how that extra 15 feet, 7.5 feet on either side, favors the team that plays in it, 365.
Well, Yemakiev with a nice move there, Dave. Gets down low, goes right to the front of the net, just bangs one off the bar, and it goes right out the other side. Good scoring chance again, though, for the Russians, and to get the game's first shot on goal.
Galiev versus Booth. And, Joel Maven, and he'll win that face-off. 6 goals and 7 assists in the AMHL so far this year. Russia trying to take advantage. Surrounded by 2 players. Looks like that's Chernov, number 18. Trying to place the physical game. Easton Weaselhead, 15. The other 15 trying to put it in front. No luck for Robert Chernov. Player of the game, yes, yesterday, Danila Kirkhoff, number 15. We'll keep an eye out for him today. Once again, it's Russia trying to create from the back lane into the front. Lethbridge is just trying to escape at this point, and it's back 200 feet away from Ty Young.
Well, David, the the Lethbridge Hurricanes coaching staff were in attendance in the Max Bell Arena yesterday. They're going to say to their guys, be patient, wait for your opportunities. Akbars gave the Calgary Buffaloes a lot of opportunities last night in that feature game.
Broskurin with the tip to try to get it across the blue line. No luck for him. Maligan will chase. Ryland Burns takes him down. A bit of a dangerous landing, but he seems to be favoring his right leg, but he'll stay in the play. On the near side boards, trying to put it back was Colby Garner. Inside, Ryland Burns, 17. To the point, Matthew Hoffert, 7, deflected in front. Russia will take it away. And we'll clear it away. 2.5 minutes gone, nicely underway here in front of a very good crowd here at Father Bauer Arena on a Friday morning. Day 2 of the Max Midget Tournament 2019-2020 edition. That one off the edge of the glove of Ty Young, and the referee for safety.
We would like to take this time to acknowledge our gold sponsors, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, McSweeney's, Dentine, and Oreo Bars. Their support of the Max is greatly appreciated.
Referee will check on Ty Young's helmet. Everything seems fine. And the Russians don't get credit for that shot on goal. They probably should have, but not for us to argue. This arena home of the Northwest Flames, who got beat in this arena big time yesterday. We'll go over all the scores from yesterday, earlier this morning, and later tonight. We'll have the 11:45 game here for you at Father Bauer. If you're watching this, you either have the day pass or the tournament pass, and you can watch all the games from all the arenas here on a Friday afternoon, both live and on the archive, spoiler-free archives. Trying to make something happen was Lethbridge, number 13. No luck for him. First save of the day. And he doesn't have a number or a name, so we'll get that for you. His name is Wyatt Broderson. How about that? And here is Wyatt. Going to try to get out of his own zone. Of course, this arena also home to the University of Calgary men's and women's programs, both nationally top 10 ranked for the first time in a long, long time. And of course, the AAA Midget Fire in the women's Alberta League. Trying to make an outside move. Kuzakhanov, number 8. And I think the Lethbridge coach is in. Maybe a few of the players stuck around to see what the Russian tendencies were, and through 3.5 minutes, Chris, they pretty much cut them off.
They have, but the Russians are using that extra little space on the outsides to get those cuts to the front of the net. And a good chance earlier there on that opportunity for Kuznikov as he got that puck to the front of the net, and Lethbridge goaltender Ty Young was able to make the stop.
Cole LaRock trying to throw his weight around. He got a goal yesterday. Near side, number 16, Yelmakiv. Deflects off a skate, rolls around, and again, Lethbridge having difficulty trying to create something offensively because they can't get out of their own blue line. Some fists come up, and the Russians are going to get the first PK of the day. Looks like Bulutov will go off for a little bit over-aggressiveness to the helmet area of Nolan Price, number 18. There's Price with a nice slick pass, trying to cut in his weasel head. He'll get cut off, and the first whistle of the day, 4:22 into the matchup.
The Max Tournament would like to take this opportunity to thank St. Polytechnique for their support of the tournament and the use of their site for overflow parking. If you're looking to further your education, please contact SAIT at sait.ca.
A little aggressive, got up there with the fists up high on the helmet, as you said.
Russia controls the face-off. Akbar's Academy from Kazan, Russia. They've hosted some world championships. They're part of a extremely big midget hockey league in Russia, about 95 teams. I was looking that up last night, Chris, and I thought, well, gee, wow, Russia's got a huge league. And then I looked up the Canadian league, and we've got just as big of one. We've got like 100 teams. If you go across the whole country, yeah, these are the countries with the two biggest midget hockey leagues in the world. Of course, the two biggest land masses certainly helps with that, but probably the two biggest hockey nations in the world too. Tallman, all the way across, keeping it onside. Well done, Rylan Roersma. He got a goal. He's got, 5 goals during the regular season, 10 assists. Tallman, nice passing. Up and over, too much mustard on that one, and it'll roll all the way behind the goal line.
Down to a minute 15 to go on the Lethbridge power play as they have to regroup inside their own zone. Good puck movement, though, by the Hurricanes on this power play, Dave.
Yeah, exceptional puck movement, and don't forget that they're not used to this 8.5 extra feet, but they're hanging around the near side boards, so that may be throwing their style off a little bit. Of course, they'll play here against the Calgary Flames every once in a while. Up and down, and Nikitin didn't know where that was. It's because it went over his head.
That one hit the outside of the outside post there, Dave, and just popped straight up in the air. But Dave, as you said, Lethbridge was starting to kind of collapse in towards the middle a little bit. Saw them on the inside of those the hash marks, getting out, trying to cut off those angles a little bit, get those shooting lanes.
Shot on goal, Russia with 3. This is Akbar's, as I said, one of a couple of different hockey academies in the city of Kazan. So think of Edge and the International Hockey Academy out of Calgary. Shorthanded opportunity. Nice little slick move. Cut it around, no pass. Nakapov couldn't come up with that one, but what a nice little move from Maxim Proskorin, number 13. Trying to make a move of his own. It's Cole LaRock. They're not taking any time getting 200 feet in the other direction. And Russia, 20 seconds left to kill.
Dave, I was curious to see how the Akbar's Academy would handle as they played last night in that feature game and had to come right back here this morning. I know they're going to be down 5-on-3 for 10 seconds as a little bit of an interference run there by Eleanor Koznov as he runs hard into Wyatt Broderson, and Broderson, actually it wasn't Broderson, that was Cole LaRock, and LaRock felt that one as LaRock was looking for that puck, and he gets crushed before that puck got to him, and now to be a short 5-on-3 for Lethbridge.
And that's a double minor. Shoulder to the head. It looked like shoulder to shoulder from... Two for 5 yesterday, including 2 for 3. 2 for their first 3 on day number 1 of this tournament. Garner, look at them collapse inside the ringette line. Again, up and over. And once again, too much velocity results in the puck rolling all the way to the far blue line. But look at the move. He'll go down. Colby Garner, 22.
No shots, Dave, for Lethbridge on that first power play. Even on the short 10-second 5-on-3 they had.
We'll keep track of that for you all day long. Of course, go to the Max Tournament website for up-to-date stats, schedules, standings, scores, and other words that start with S. Ryman Rosema, another move in. They'll set it up. Rosema at the top of the circle. Cutting in within the ringette line, trying to make something happen on the back end. Well covered by Russia. Couple of deflections. That one went off a Malagin's stick and away from the net. And on the near side, Sidansov, taking no time at all. Look at the sprint, but he'll physically kept it open, and the miss just taken away. Nolan Price, I think, got a piece of it, and it looks like Lethbridge is going to lose 2 minutes of their power play here in just a moment. 2:45 to go on the double minor, and their chance just disappeared.
Dave, want to go back just before the penalty. Nikita Malagin with a deflection they said put it over top of the net was probably a good thing. It was the first deflection. Don't think that Nikita didn't saw it. It was going over his shoulder, and if Malagin doesn't get his stick on it, put that puck over the net, it's a 1-0 Lethbridge lead.
Well, you saw the physical. Nice little back tip on the face-off, but Lethbridge is there to respond. Rylan Bruns, B-R-U-N-S, for hooking on that penalty. Lethbridge doesn't see anything on the 4-on-4, so they'll go out and then come back in again. They've had some very nice clearances into the blue line area, but no real sustained pressure on Nikitin. Great hit in front, Mabin on Gazizov. The officials have had to really get out of the way in all the games we've seen tonight so far in this tournament, Chris.
A lot of open ice, Dave, with the 4-on-4, and Akbar's Academy again looking for that home run pass and just missed the intended receiver. That was number 14, Amelia Fatikov.
LaRock tried to put some pressure on, but Malagin was there. The Russians know how to adjust to the hard-charging Canadian physicality with their speed. If they can't go through them, they'll go around them. Kirchhoff, nice shot. Point save, 2 saves on the edge, right near the left post to Ty Young's point of view, and he will take it away.
Daniela Kirk.
The Max Major Midget Hockey Tournament would like to thank our two-way communication sponsor, WestCan Wireless, Canada's premier supplier of advanced integrated radio communication solutions and services.
So, just to finish my thought there, Dave, is Kirchhoff got to the net, got the first shot, and then a little hesitation. He nearly found a little bit of a hole on Ty Young. Young just about opened up that goalpost for Kirchhoff to put it in and get Akbar Academy's first goal of this tournament.
That passed too much for Rosema. Adjusting our Akbar's Academy, Kazan, Russia. Trying to make a move inside. Well done. Kirchhoff again. Looking slick as always. Point shot off the blocker. 33 to go on the 4-on-4. 11 minutes remaining in the opening period. Still scoreless. Kirchhoff again with possession. A nice little save. Ty Young's been busy so far. That's shot number 5 compared to 1 for the Hurricanes. Unreiner. Nice little pad save. No problem for Nikitin. We saw him in 30 minutes of the game in Lethbridge. Check out the Max Tournament YouTube link to watch that archive of the exhibition game between the Russians and the Okotoks Oilers from Monday night.
Another stretch pass for Akbar's Academy. It doesn't work, Dave. As they thought they were going to be shorthanded. They just cleared that puck a little too quickly. Still 3 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. So great opportunity here for Lethbridge. Get their player back on the ice and go to the power play for 41 more seconds. Their third power play will be there 0 for 2 thus far.
We'll see what Colby Gardner can do. Oh, he'll get kicked out. Nolan Price, he got 2 goals yesterday. We'll see what he can do on a 4-on-4 face-off. Won by the Russians. That'll give them the opportunity to clear the zone as soon as Mr. Bruns comes back on the ice. That couldn't have gone better for the Akbar's Academy. As I said, a sports hockey academy in Russia, just like the Canadian Sports School Hockey League. And eventually, I think, once things get figured out, some of those Canadian sports school leagues might be invited to this event. That is some good hockey, for sure, certainly at the bantam and midget levels. A lot of skill and a lot of scouts come to those events. So that's the equivalent of what this team is for our North American audience. 25 to go on that double minor. 10-12 remaining. Shots 5-2. Tallman. You'll probably notice that the shots on goal aren't updated quite as quickly because they can only update them during a whistle here at Father Bauer Arena. Emmanuel Hudson trying to find some room. They've had very little room all day long, both power play and 5-on-5, Chris. And again, too much velocity on the shot sends the deflection all the way back to the other end.
0 for 3 Lethbridge on the power play. Golden opportunities kind of squandered by the Hurricanes. They dropped to 0 for 3.
Look at the move!
No shots, and what a move from the knees there for the Lethbridge Hurricane forward. That was Price, who came down the right side, ducked under a check, and from his knees just flicked it on goal. And Michaela Nikitin with the save in the midsection hangs on.
You'll see the Russian fans just to our left and to the left bench trying to support their boys. Probably about 24 people made the trip. We saw them in Okotoks, we saw them last night, and we obviously see them here this afternoon. DJ Tonin in for the face-off. And again, what's the face-off stats so far, Chris, halfway through the first period?
Akbar's Academy 4 for 5 in the defensive zone. They have a 4-1 edge in the offensive zone. Akbar's Academy down 3-2 in the neutral zone. Lethbridge with a 3-1 lead in the neutral zone face-off dot in the first half of this opening period.
Another icing. Quickly won. Nikitin was there off the initial shot from Booth. Hall gives a chase. We've got J.D. Hall and DJ Tonin, so we'll apologize in advance. And they're on the ice at the same time. Brogan Booth, 6 goals and 5 assists this year in the AMHL. Lethbridge 12-8-3 through 23 games in the league. Fourth in
The sponsor of the day is True Hockey. Check your program for a special True offer. True Hockey. Made true, play true.
They finished second in the division last year and lost in the divisional semifinal round to the Calgary Royals. 12-8-3. AMHL about 2/3 of the way through their season, so in about 6 weeks, the first round of the playoffs will start, which is incredible to think about. On the road to the TELUS Cup, Calgary Buffaloes were there last year, and Weaselhead a little bit too aggressive with the left arm, and he'll go to the box for interference, a very popular call in youth hockey at the elite level in 2019.
The linesman caught an edge, and Profosky had to catch the linesman as he was coming in, try and grab the player. An interference penalty, Dave, and you know what? Not too sure about that call there, Dave. Puck was right there. The Lethbridge forward with the hit. Thought it was right. It was a good timed hit. Separated his man from the puck, got the puck, and had an offensive opportunity, but the referee saw it differently.
All right, we'll give you a bit of audio here as the camera gets fixed up. LaRock trying to clear the zone as the first actual power play against the Lethbridge Hurricanes. 6 for 7 yesterday. There we go. Now we got it. 11:03 the time of that penalty. Shots on goal 5-3 for the Akbar's Academy. Stolen away, Roersma working his way in. Backhander scores! Rylan Roersma, short-handed goal, and again, a turnover cost the Russians in the back of their nets.
There was just a little bit of miscommunication right in front of the blue line of Roersma. As I said, Dave, got to be patient with this Akbar's team. They're going to give you the opportunities that Roersma gave. Roersma patient there. There's a couple of Akbar's players running into each other. A little bit of miscommunication. Roersma swept in there, stole the puck. Absolutely no chance on that breakaway. Good move by Roersma. He beats Nikitin through the 5-hole, make it 1-0 Lethbridge.
This is a key game for the Russians. If they're 0-2, their tournament's pretty much finished. Not that one goal decides anything, but J.D. Hall again on the shorthanded opportunity. Let's get the call on the goal.
Unassisted. 11:32.
Unassisted and shorthanded at 11:32. Gaff is off trying to make something happen on the power play. 1 minute to go in that. 8 minutes on the big board in period number 1. As I said, nobody wants to go down 2 losses. Russia's got the skill and the talent to be in the final 8 of this tournament. But right now the scoreboard is not in their favor. And neither the Calgary Buffaloes or the Lethbridge Hurricanes have seemed the least bit intimidated. Russia, 73 minutes gone without a goal in this event. Tonin passes it to himself. Fadikov. Back to the outside, Kuzakanov. Back to him, trying to decide what he's going to do. 26 on the power play. We got a man right in front. Look at that. Look at the size of Kazakov. And Lethbridge will clear it away as Brody Tallman did a great job of preventing Kazakov from creating any interference in the front and in front of the blue paint.
Dave Lethbridge just came. It's place seemed to be at the blue line for Akbar's Academy. Lethbridge took that to their advantage and moved further and further away from the crease and didn't give Akbar's an opportunity on that break.
Nice pass right in the middle at the blue line. 11 for Akbar's. All the way down. Barsakov is wearing number 11 today. He was wearing number 14 in your program, but he is wearing 11.
The sponsor of the day is PepsiCo, supplying the Max Tournament with Gatorade and Aquafina water. Delicious, refreshing Pepsi.
As we have another Russian penalty, Chris. And
Muscurin in the box for roughing.
Yeah, exactly, and those type of undisciplined penalties we recommended they don't take. One more time, Nikita Avanisiev, number 10, and Egor Mavrin, number 6, not in the action for the Akbar's Academy if you're referring to your roster sheet. Of course, a lot of these North American teams will have brought APs from Bantam and minor midget for the attrition of this 4 games in 5 days tournament. Lethbridge on their 4th power play of the day. Price trying to make something happen, along with Colby Garner. Well pressured by the Russians, but they don't try to steal it away. Tallman, did you notice how he looked the other way and then shot it straight ahead? And now we got some physicality behind, trying to fool everybody from Russia, and that almost worked.
Last night.
You don't see a lot of players. You can clearly see their eyes go one way and then the shot go another. That was like a basketball type fake out, which was really cool. The shot did connect. 15:25 the time of that penalty. Let's make it 13:25 because there's 5:44 to go on the clock. Rylan Worsma drops it off. Brody Tallman, 1 assist yesterday. Quick rush, Price on the near side, trying to work around Vasilev. The bounce pass off the boards, connects eventually to Larock. Larock dealing with Bulatov. Near side to Kazakov and Garishin, number 3. Nikitin had to be careful. Once again, the Russians haven't given up too many bad goals. I mean, there was a 2-on-1, a great snipe, a breakaway, and an empty netter. Rorsma again with the moves! Great pad save by Nikitin.
Inside out by Rosma, goes to the front of the net, but Nikitin stayed right with him this time.
25 out. Well done. Mabin keeps it in, misses wide left. 17 on the power play. Lethbridge about to go 0 for 4 if they can make something happen in the last 12 seconds. Look at the speed. Haynes trying to cut in between 4 and 12, Kazakov and Bulatov, and he almost accomplished it. Boy, they've got some speed out here.
Well, Dave, right now the goal judge not crediting the Lethbridge Hurricanes with any shots on that power play, but I counted 2 at least that the Hurricanes had, but they are 0 for 4, the man advantage, now 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period.
Goal judges say 5-5, so that's what we'll go with. 4:19 remaining on the big board in period number 1. Again, Wyatt Broderson, number 13, one of the additions. Kirchhoff trying to make a nice little pass. That was about a half step too early for Galiev. And again, look at the physicality from the Hurricanes. Nice little pass up and over. No, too much for Kirchhoff. Too much by Kirchhoff. And it's the inside. Russians played at 8 o'clock last night. Lethbridge played a little bit earlier. We'll see if those extra 5 or 6 hours make all the difference, because the Russians seemed tired in that last 7 or 8 minutes at Max Bell last evening.
Seeming a little tired as well here in the late stages of this first period.
Hofford on the near side. Tonin, he finds him. Kazakov takes that one away. In front of an almost capacity crowd here at Father Bauer Arena. Everybody likes to sit on or stand in the standing room only by the front entrance, as you'll notice on the left side of your screen. That's where the heaters are. They're not in the press box. What a surprise. Gaz is off. Rail Gaz is off. Fatchikov will throw it behind the net. Maligan will hold it at the line. Yes, he will. Gaz is off. Goes from one side of the ice to the other. And the other number 9, DJ Tonin, will take it away. Trying to make a move around. 2:47 on the big board. Shots 5-5. Day 2. Game 2 for both of these teams. The Calgary Buffaloes have today off. Lethbridge and Russia in Pool A, along with the Sherwood Park Kings and the Prince Albert Mintos. The division winner is one of 5 division winners that get into the championship final 8, and then the 3 best wild cards. So the Russian team, Akbar's Academy, if the Buffaloes keep the streak that they're on, this might be the fight for the wild card spot in this game right now, Chris.
They very well might, Dave, and right now Lethbridge with that 1-0 lead, and they've done a good job just being patient, waiting for the opportunities from that Akbar's Academy going to give up. And they've given up a couple of them.
LaRock takes down Bulletin, or at least covers him on the boards. J.D. Hall can't find an outlet. Loose puck in front, around the blue line. And Russia trying to get reorganized. Barsakov, number 11, Ilya Barsakov. He's got the puck now. A lot of loose opportunities, nobody with sustained possession until about right there. 17, Nakapov. Russia's going to try to create on the far side of the ice this time. Trying to go all the way around. Carson Haynes very hard to try to maneuver around. That one rolls to Young's left, but not directly to him. And that opportunity from the right side, Chris, when you got those 2 giant defensemen to go around, you're either going to make a great play or you're going to get crunched. Ty Young clears the zone with 1 minute remaining in the first period. We'll take a bit of a break after 1 and come back with the scoring summary and the out-of-town scoreboard. Kafikov with a great hit, and the Russian bench responds. They need something to inspire them for the opening goal of the tournament. Vasiliev, nice save, and Ty Young takes no chances with 40 seconds to go in the opener.
A good move by Ivan Vasiliev to get down that left wing. Uses his own teammates, a little bit of a pick screen, gets in there with that shot. But Ty Young hasn't seen a lot of rubber in this opening period. That's just his 7th shot that he's faced. Big part of that might be the penalties that the Akbar Academies have taken, 4 of them in this opening period thus far.
Lethbridge 0 for 4, Akbar's Academy 0 for 1 in a penalty-filled opening period. This is probably the longest stretch we've gone without somebody in the penalty box. That one's going to be thrown in by Matthew Hoffert. Look at the physicality. Bruns comes up with it, trying to wrap it around. Can't make it work on the backhand. Maintains possession, however. And Kuzakanov is there, trying to escape out of his own zone. Again, Bruns with the physicality. It'll roll to Mr. Price. The throw out in front is stolen away, intercepted. Vasilev throws it right on net. Ty Young, 3.4 seconds. Let's take no chances with that.
Long shot by Vasiliev as he gets offensive zone faceoff, which is exactly what Akbar's Academy wanted, Dave. But this may be something that Ty Young, as he gets a little bit older, will realize, look at the clock and take a look and just shovel it in behind the net. Know that the team's got to come 170 feet, 140 feet and you can easily kill off the clock that way.
3.4 is plenty of time to do something with a face-off win, even in any level of hockey. And Lethbridge does a great job. Right at the last possible tenth of a second, the puck is put on Ty Young. And just like that Canada-USA game yesterday, anything that happened in the last second is waved off because the clock ran out. Shots on goal. Lethbridge 7, Akbars Academy 5. Akbars has been outshot in all 4 of their periods so far. Chris, your first 20-minute thoughts, and then we'll take a bit of a break.
Yeah, have not been expecting that as Akbars Academy outshot in the 3 periods last night. Do get the shot edge in this opening period here this morning, but a little bit of a miscue at the blue line that led to that opening goal for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. And as I mentioned off the top, Lethbridge just has to be patient. I think their coaching staff, Dave, was in the stands last night watching that game because they probably said to their boys, just be patient, wait for Akbars Academy. They're going to make mistakes. A lot of mistakes are going to be made at this level of hockey, Dave. And Akbars Academy, they've been outscored 4-0 in this tournament, and it's been 4 mistakes, really, that have ended up in the back of their net.
Absolutely. Unexpected for a Russian hockey club, but they're definitely drawing the best crowds of the tournament so far, and we hope these crowds will come along for the rest of the ride as we ride it all the way to New Year's Day and the championship game at the Scotiabank Saddledome. We'll take a break, a 14.5-minute break. Why not? We'll be back with the tournament scoreboard, the international scoreboard. This is the greatest time of the year, and a lot more for you. You're watching the Max Tournament presented by Circle K Convenience Stores. In the tournament updates a little later on, Kazakov wasting no time trying to put that one in the top left corner. We learned from our good friend Lawrence Heinen from the Post Media, Calgary Sun, Calgary Herald. Akbars means snow leopards. So maybe we'll call them the Kazan Snow Leopards for the rest of the tournament.
I think we're going to have to call them the Snow Leopards the rest of the tournament. That just sounds, it just rolls off better than Akbars. Yeah.
Akbars Academy, yeah, exactly. Akbars has maintained the possession until right that moment. Rylan Rorsma, the goal in the period. Meyer got out of the way of Gadikov. And now it's behind the Russian net. Nikitin versus Young for another 20 minutes or so, at least. And Russia with 99% of the possession here in the first minute. That one will roll to J.D. Hall. And bumped out of the way. Bruns gives chase. Garishin wins the race. But Bruns will put the pressure on. Very physical in the first period. Certainly the man you noticed in that category among the 40 players on the ice today. Once again, it's Kabakov. Stolen away. Great chance for Lethbridge. Put it wide right, Mr. Garner. And now it's a partial 3-on-2 for Akbars Academy. Kirchhoff stepped offside. A rarity for them in the first 4 periods.
Yeah, Galiev was actually on the far side. Dave was just ahead of the play. Taking a look at the scoring summary in that first period. Akbars Academy giving up that lone goal to Lethbridge. It was a shorthanded goal, first of the tournament for Rylan Rorsma, unassisted. 12:32 into the opening period. Shots that first period, 7-5 Akbars. Face-offs, 11-8 in favor of the Lethbridge Hurricanes that opening period of play. Lethbridge 0 for 4 on the power play. Snow Leopards, they were 0 for 1, Dave, on the power play.
That's my new favorite thing of this year. The Kazan Snow Leopards. And the Leopards are going to try to clear the zone here. Islam Garishin, number 3. Quick cross-ice pass. The other way, Galiev, having to deal with Hudson. Again, Lethbridge trying to cut off Kirchhoff. Well done by Prasovsky to do exactly that. Because that pass was right in the trolley tracks, in between the hash marks on those red circles. Now it's Lethbridge, their turn to try to escape the zone. Booth will recover, and you'll notice here in the second period, the offensive zone, the end of the benches is inside the blue line. So expect both teams to try to take advantage of that here today. Both university teams that play here definitely try to do that when they're at home.
And you got to be careful with that too, Dave, is you don't want to make a change in the offensive zone, be a little slow on that change, and cause yourself to go offside.
Exactly. Wyatt Broderson, number 13, will give chase. All the way to the far side. Not a lot of organization here in the first 3 minutes, but not a lot of whistles either, just that one offside. Here in front of a capacity crowd at Father Bauer. That one up, handled just underneath the helmet of Nikitin. And a quick sprint, percussion. I'll get these names right eventually. Pad save. The Russians thought that might have been the first goal of the day. It is not. DJ Tonin along with Darian Tonin, 9 and 14. Keep an eye out for them. Broderson gets knocked down, and the Russians will come back. Proskourin dropped it off. That one, Maligan, number 2. Another great pad save. Nikitin and Young have had very little to do other than use their pads in this matchup earlier today. Young took one off the helmet, which is why the referee blew it down. Shots on goal, 0-0 here in the second period. More out-of-town scores.
Well, we got a couple of finals already from the 9 o'clock games at Max Bell. It was all St. Albert Raiders, an 8-1 win over the Calgary Royals. Zimmer had 3 goals and an assist for St. Albert in that one. Lloydminster Bobcats here at the Father David Bauer Arena get a shorthanded goal late in the third period. End up in a 3-3 tie with the Swift Current Legionnaires. Right now, Prince Albert Mintos with a 2-0 lead at the Max Bell Center over the Sherwood Park JNS Kings in the other Pool 1 matchup at 11:45 here this morning.
Prince Albert leads Sherwood Park 2-0, as you said. Russia winning the face-off and controlling possession ever since. The Kazan Snow Leopards versus the Lethbridge Hurricanes here at the Max Tournament. Of course, we got games all day for you. A 5-pack here at Father Bauer and a 5-pack at Max Bell. We'll have the next game at 11:45.
2:30, you mean, Dave?
This one is at 11:45.
This is 11:45, yeah.
Yeah, the 9 a.m. game is not going to be easy for me tomorrow morning. Batukin against Roersma. Snow Leopards win the faceoff. I'm going to say that forever now. Haynes behind his own net, trying to clear. A lot of trading back and forth of possession, a lot of ping-ponging, as we like to call it in soccer. Bit of a contact, trying to make something happen. Sedantsov, he's going to try to dance around, dropping it off. No luck for Batukin, number 21. And Sedantsov wants to dance. That one off the chest of the other 21, Ian Meyer. And he'll get run over. Lethbridge 1-on-4. Trying to create something, trying to find some open space. Neither team can find any open space at this point, Chris.
No, a lot of miscommunication, and there was another one by Akbar's Academy. Lethbridge just unable to take advantage of it, and they're going to now get tagged with icing. But Dave, golden opportunity for Lethbridge in front on that 1-on-4, and Akbar's Academy just a little bit of a mispass, unable to capitalize on it, and it stays 1-0.
Not a lot of open shooting lanes in these first 5 minutes. Obviously, the intermission well used by both teams for discussion purposes as to what to cut off and what to prevent after the first period. As I said, almost a near capacity crowd here. A lot of people preferred to stand along the bar rather than sit in the stands in a very cold Father Bauer Arena. Vachikov is going to get kicked out. Sorry, yeah.
Mass confusion on who's going to now come and take the draw as Gaziev was waved out and Fatikov started to come in. Lines and said, no, going to go the other way.
Yamelkiev won that face-off, and it's going to be an open opportunity. Price not quite sure where it was, couldn't get himself organized, but that was a breakaway pass if you've ever seen one. And the Hurricanes almost make it 2-0.
Just roll off the stick of Price a little bit too far in front of him.
Trying to make something happen in front. Bulatov cut that play off. Again, it's Price trying to maintain around the ringette line. Spinning around, shooting, missing left. And again, it's the Russians trying to struggling to get out of their own zone. Yelmakiv, number 12, and 16, Bulatov 12, and Gazizov 6. Open opportunity, Elmakiv. Nice save. Most difficult save of the second period for either team. And that one goes over Ty Young's head. Price on the breakout. Not a lot of line changes here, except for right there. Open opportunity, Russia trying to make something happen. Backhander, Ty Young took that away from Galiev. And he just ran out of real estate before he could make the move.
Dave, that was a great pass by Yelmakiev. Seeing the wide open Galiev as Lethbridge is caught up on the near boards. And Galiev wide open on that far left side, nearly got in to tie this game at 1.
Korsovsky tried to get it to Weaselhead. That was taken away. Getting knocked down, Chernoff took down Mabin, number 16. 6 goals, 7 assists during the season. 2 assists in the game yesterday, but only 1 goal on the big board so far by the Lethbridge Hurricanes. They lead the Snow Leopards 1-0 here, 7 minutes into the second period. Quick 2-on-1, not a lot of gas in the tank for those players to make that happen. Another big hit thrown here on the near side. Galiev tried to break through again. Got a bit unlucky. Maligan with the spike. Kept it in. Bit of a volleyball move there for Nikita Maligan. Lethbridge is going to have to not get out in time. A little bit too late for Easton Weaselhead on the offside.
Great attempt by Easton Weaselhead to get back on side as he had to stretch a long way. Just kind of lost an edge. It looked like he was going to get back on side, lost an edge, had to was forced then to make that large stretch, just couldn't quite get back on side.
DJ Tonin, number 9. Can't find it. Broderson, Nakapov, quick shot up and down, out of the way. 21, Meyer trying to get loose and get the puck out of the way. Booth will throw his feet around and his body around with it. Meyer, look at the size of him, having difficulty in front of Ty Young to his left side. He'll go to the near side instead. Kaprizov trying to get possession. And Lethbridge will break out left to right. Haynes will go for a line change. The team in red is on the opposite side, the opposite bench to what I'm used to. It's throwing me off a little bit. Near side, look at the speed. Proskourin, no luck for him. Great takeaway by Lethbridge, and that's what the Hurricanes have been able to do, Chris, is those takeaway opportunities, certainly between the blue lines.
Yeah, I thought the Snow Leopards would have a little bit more space, be able to utilize that space here at the Father Dave Bauer Arena, but thus far they haven't been able to do so, and credit to the Lethbridge Hurricanes of cutting off those skating lanes.
Max Bell 200 by 85. Father Bauer 200 by 100. Emmanuel Hudson decides to go far side instead of the big shoot around. Again, struggle for sustained pressure from either team at this point. Bulatov up and over. Deflects off the backboards and does not get cleared out. Garatian keeps it in. Well done by him. Roersma finally forces Barsakov to miss that one. Number 11. And it's Vasilev on the near side. Shots 2-0 here for Russia in the first half of this period, just like it was for the Russians in the first half of the first period. And then Lethbridge found their way. Although we're outshot 7-5 in that opening period, and 5 shots only in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think Lethbridge has at least one shot, Dave, that wasn't counted here in the early stages of the second period, but they haven't had a lot of shots, haven't had a lot of opportunities. And Akbar's Academy, a lot of play in the neutral zone from both these teams, trying to get those breakouts going.
And that's what we saw last night. Maxim Arafev, 31 of 33 last night. Merrick Andres for the Hurricanes, 23 out of 24 last night. We expect to see both of them in Game 3s of their tournament action later in the week. Lethbridge defensive zone face-off win all the way around. Nolan Price, 2 goals yesterday, as I mentioned. Been pretty much contained in this matchup. But as soon as I said that about the Buffalo players last night, that's where they broke through and had probably the best second halves of any player of that 60 minutes last night. Look at the speed. Quick shot off the goal post. Gazizov, number 9. And it deflects into the netting and out of play.
And Gazizov just bends out, looks skyward after that shot, then bends over. Can't believe he came that close to getting Akbar's Academy their first goal of the 2019-2020 Max Midget Tournament, and just ringing one off the goalpost. Solid shot though, but it hit the outside of the post, Dave, so wasn't a quarter inch, it was more like half an inch away from the back of the net.
No ding off the goalpost in that case. Persovsky, nice little swing. Trying to make a move is Mabin. 2 assists yesterday. Once again, the other pool game is at Max Bell. 2-0 PA leading Sherwood Park. We'll keep you up to date with that matchup. Buffaloes have the day off. 2 shots, 2 saves from Ty Young. And now some physicality behind the net. And the referee's got his arm up. We saw the Russians get involved with this yesterday, Chris, and a lot of coincidental minors in the first period of that game against the Buffaloes. Russians not afraid to mix it up here, but let's see if either team gets the extra 2.
Well, the funny thing is, Dave, is the man that was that started that whole thing, Galziev, he's the one that's skating away from the pile. Is 9 players, and Galziev is away from it. Was getting some physical help from a couple of his teammates, and looks like offsetting penalties for
Bersovsky and Kavizov. Khafizov. Ilnar Kavizov.
It is offsetting penalties, so both 2 each for head contact. Not sure if it's going to be 2 each for head contact or 4 each for head contact, but both players in the box for head contact. Now the both lines went over to talk with the referee, and faceoff should be just outside of Lethbridge territory.
Shots 5-0 in this period, 12-5 in the total. This game 2 of the 5-pack here at Father Bauer Arena, and of course, as I said, the 5-pack at Max Bell will be at Max Bell at 8 o'clock for the Beardies Blackhawks versus Calgary North Stars game. Beardies from Duck Lake, Saskatchewan. BC, Saskatchewan, Alberta represented at this event, along with the Chicago Mission, AAA midget team, and of course the Kazan Snow Leopards.
Well, it looked like everything was going to be a wash, Dave, on the penalty clock, but extra 2 going up on the board for Akbar's Academy, so probably a double minor for head contact for Akbar's Academy and 2 minutes for head contact for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. And Lethbridge with their 5th power play of the game upcoming are 0 for 4 thus far this I guess we can call it afternoon now. This afternoon, yep. And 2 shots on goal at their 4 power plays.
Barsikoff will serve the extra 2. You saw the referee's arm go up, and then all the fun happened after that, so that must have been the initial call, and then he took the 2 extra minutes along with Prasovsky.
That all came after the discussion with the linesman.
Exactly. I'm surprised that we don't have 2 referees in these games, but what are you going to do? These guys are working hard, and they're going to be here all week long, so the high credit to the officials at this tournament. Tallman trying to get out of his own way and try to get out of the referee's way. Rorsma, great job by Russia, the Snow Leopards, to kill the first 35 seconds of this power play attempt. And now Gardner's going to break through. 2-on-2, waiting to get onside. Bit of a slick move. Can't make the finish. Garatian took the puck away from him in that case. Far side. Colby Garner, 5 goals during the season. Outside. Brody Tallman, 1 assist yesterday. He almost had a second, but a nice pad save by Nikodin.
So Dave just got the word on the penalties. It was unsportsmanlike conduct as well as the head contact is what the extra penalties for is the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Great hit. What a great threat by Rorsma. He's my player of the game candidate right now. We have the judges here in our press box, but he'd certainly be my top vote. Going down was Weaselhead. Referee decides to blow it down. Shots 12-6 in this game. 40 seconds to go in the Lethbridge power play. 2 for 5 yesterday, 0 for 4.5 today.
Looks like maybe the strap on Weaselhead's helmet came undone, and that's why the referee blew the whistle.
Could we we may not get an illegal equipment penalty here.
I think it was maybe just on the contact, and the referee just explained to both benches why whistle was blown.
Yeah, definitely a safety measure. Certainly don't want to take any chances, but at the same time not force the player to have to go get a line change due to his shoulders or due to his head strap breaking. That's not his fault. Meyer, far side, LaRock off the bounce. Going to go 1-on-2, and the Russians have done a very good job of creating those 1-on-2 defensive situations all day long, but they still trail in this game 1-0. 32 gone, 28 to go. And speaking of to go, the Lethbridge penalty is about to go away.
It's 1 shot for the Hurricanes on that power play, Dave, is Akbar's Academy back to full strength, 5 for 5 on the penalty kill.
Ian Meyer, and that's going to have to continue. 5 for 5 today, 1 for 1 yesterday.
Perfect on the penalty kill, but
that doesn't last.
Big
at this
goose
tournament.
egg on the power play, unfortunately, for Akbar's Academy. 0 for 4 in the first 4 periods of their tournament on the power play.
I can't remember a team going 100% on the penalty kill, even if they won the championship. Pachikov on the near side. Nice little slip pass, quick shot, goal! Kazazov from Pachikov, and the Russians finally have the opening goal of their 2019 Max tournament.
What a shot by Raul Gaziov to go glove side on Young, and that was all thanks to the leave by Iliner Bolotov. Dave, as Bolotov was going to take that puck, left it, and allowed Gaziov to take that puck, go streaking in. Lethbridge Hurricanes, both defensemen went to Bolotov, and nobody picked up Gaziov, who was able to walk right in, snap it into the back of the net, tie this game up at 1.
Great cross-ice onside pass for Russia, and The Snow Leopards have their opening goal, and more importantly, this game is tied. Lethbridge player should have been let out of the penalty box, but he wasn't. But we are 5-on-5 at this point. Rolling through is J.D. Hall, number 10. Yelmakiv with the assist, but we know that it was Fachikov, 14, that made the pass here on the near side. Could Lethbridge respond? That pass too early for Unreiner, number 4, looking for the one-timer in front of the net. Huge confidence boost for the Snow Leopards here, Chris. Not only does that give them confidence for the rest of the event that they can score in this tournament, but their tournament lives pretty much on the risk here as they were down 1-0 after a loss in game 1.
A good job, and then come right back looking to use that momentum from tying this game up, and nearly got one right off the face-off as well.
Nothing for Fachikov in that instance, as a couple of pieces of stick are on the ice here. Again, look at the speed. Great job, Brody Tallman. Brody to the far side will drop it off. Trying to make something happen, Kuzakanov. Again, a cross-ice pass does not connect for Lethbridge. Their passing percentage not very good here in the second period. And Fachikov again almost broke through and broke away for another opportunity. Russia certainly with the momentum, but as I said, Lethbridge's passing percentage has got to be very, very bad at this moment.
Well, Fatiko trying to say to the linesman that he touched that puck, and he actually might have touched that puck, Dave, but it was on the unhappy side of center ice, so still icing call against the Akbars Academy.
Penalty box empty. Shots on the scoreboard match the goal judges, 13-7 here, and now with the tie in the game, Lethbridge's lack of shot opportunities and shot execution in the first 35 minutes of this game start to stand out a little bit more.
That it does, just the 7 shots on goal. They're going to need to get some more pucks towards the front of the Akbars net if they're going to want to break this tie. They looked like Lethbridge was just trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Has evaporated now. We'll see if Lethbridge has the get up and go.
Or has it got up and went? We'll have to wait and see. Roersma on the chase. Hudson will hold it in at the near side blue line. But Russia having no trouble, well, maybe a little trouble, trying to break through. Polskarin, you can hear the Russians to our left, the fans, getting very, very loud every time they have possession. Mavlichin will keep it in. Tallman trying to take it away behind his own net. Trying to do it legally, no cross-checking. And Ty Young will clear the zone. Mabin, 6 goals during the season, 2 assists yesterday. Some nice physicality by the Snow Leopards. All the way back to the original side. Mavlichin will try to break through. And a bit of a touch. Did not get touched. And another offside against the Akbars Academy, Kazan, Russia.
The faceoff's going to come all the way back, and good hustle by Masaki and Proskura, and to try and get to that loose puck, Dave, and a little bit more ice surface. I think he would have gotten to it as he was about half a stride behind that puck by the time it crossed the goal line for the icing call.
Garner in for the faceoff for the Lethbridge Hurricanes in red, Russia in white. Wherever you're watching from, we'd love to hear from you on social media, either on Twitter or on Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from.
Another face-off win for Akbars, Dave. They have a 9-4 edge on the face-off dot in the second period.
9-4, and that was almost another icing call, but it got through to Ty Young, and now the call will be on the Lethbridge defensive end of the ice surface. Of course, 5 days of round robin, then we'll play quarters and semis on New Year's Eve, and then the championship game on New Year's Day at the Scotiabank Saddledome after the Hitman game against the Medicine Hat Tigers. Kaprizov inside. Sedansov, he's been quieter than he was last night. Kuzakanov on the far side at the blue line, again throwing it in, 5-on-5. Russia was able to create a chance right there. Ty Young on his stomach, keeps it out, gets a bit confused, and it's in the net! Ty Young looked to his right and too late to look to his left, and they found a puck-sized hole. We'll see who gets credit. It looks like Vasilev, but Russia's found 2 quick goals.
Good play by Sedansev and Vasiliev. Go right to the front of the net, just keep jamming away, and Ty Young lost his post there for a second as he tried to get back. He opened up that 5-hole just enough for Vasiliev to just whack that puck into the back of the goal. First lead of the tournament for Akbar's Academy.
You can hit that rewind button and see how it went in specifically, but yeah, you could see Young turn to his right thinking that's where the puck had gone, and then it was too late once he turned to his left to cut the hole.
Number 7, Ivan Vasiliev. Time of the goal is 16 minutes. Vasiliev unassisted at 16 minutes.
Well, it might have been unassisted, Dave, but Oleg Sedansenov was all over that play as well, in behind the net. He really helped set up that goal for Vasiliev to give the Akbar's Academy a 2-1 lead.
Referees might award an assist during the intermission. Certainly check out the Max Tournament website for the final stats, and if we get that information, we'll certainly pass it on during the third period. But suddenly, Lethbridge has gone from the dominant team in the first to the struggling team here in the second, and another offside for the boys in red.
Well, now we get to see what the Lethbridge Hurricanes, Dave, can do to respond to 2 quick goals. Separated by 3 minutes and 10 seconds as Akbar is all of a sudden from down 1-0 to up 2-1. We'll see what Lethbridge does to respond.
And we'll see if this is the turnaround, if this is the magic 3 minutes that can lead the Snow Leopards for the future of this tournament. Because 0-2, you're not getting into the playoffs. Quick little pad save off the stick of Hudson. And again, Lethbridge being outshot 14-7 after 37 minutes. Karasov, snapshot, and nice save by Ty Young. Young's looked good. He's seen everything, and now he needs his teammates to respond on the other end.
Well, Ty Young did a good job there, Dave, of tracking that puck as there was a couple of bodies, and Young had just the tiniest hole to look through and knew that all he had to do was make himself as big as possible on that tiny hole. He took that puck right in the midsection, held on for the face-off.
Lethbridge winning the face-off in the defensive zone. Tallman gets it stolen away. Proskarin trying to make a move. Tallman gets revenge and clears the zone only up until the point where he hits the ceiling here at Father Bauer Arena.
25 feet in the air is the rafters. About 35 feet in the air is the actual roof here at Father David Bauer Arena. If you haven't been to the Father David Bauer Arena, it is... the facility itself is a great facility, but the Father David Bauer rink is designed like a barn that everything else has been kind of added on to since then.
Snapshot, wide left, but Ty Young takes no chances. Of course, this was a figure skating facility in 1988 for the Winter Olympics. The Battle of the Bryans, Step 1, took place in this very arena almost 32 years ago.
The WHL offices are here at the Father David Bauer Arena as well, just outside the main entrance.
And Hockey Canada's offices were here for a long, long time as well, until they moved up to Canada Olympic Park, just outside the city limits, where, of course, other Olympic events took place. Tallman, again, along the boards, helps in the clearance, but now Lethbridge has to try to get possession and create an offensive opportunity on the other side of the ice. Russia with all the momentum at the time. 2-on-2. Again, you hear those Russian crowds. Tallman, along with his teammates, help to clear the zone, but can they make the transition on the other half? This could be step 1 of that process. Trying to hold it in. DJ Tonin, number 9. He'll do a good job of that. Hudson along with Tallman on the back end, but on the front end, it's Kavazov who cannot clear. Russians pinned in. Carson Haynes, number 8, working hard, along with Prosovsky. Hayden, he got a goal yesterday. Going down is Bruns. Slow to get up, but he will get up. Again, Lethbridge maintaining possession, but not shooting at the net. Nikodin just watching along with the rest of us. Bruns needs to get a line change, but he's continuing on his shift. The other 17 is going to make something happen. Nakapov, taken away by Tallman. Minute 30 to go here in the second period. Lethbridge 1, Kazan 2. An extended shift here for all 5 of these Lethbridge Hurricanes. Russia makes a couple of changes. Vasilev on the near side tries to go to the forehand. Throws it behind the net. Badiukin, number 21. No luck for him. Price, again, cannot clear. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Again, Tallman. These guys have been out here for a long, long time. Bruns. Pending penalty against the Russians, and that's just way too long of a shift, Chris.
That was a very long shift. Slashing penalty coming against Akbar's Academy. And Akbar's Academy, Dave, was able to get off a couple of changes while Lethbridge Hurricanes, they got the puck going forward. They seemed to want to get some offense going even though they were exhausted. Led to a couple of opportunities back in the defensive end for Akbar's Academy.
Vasilev goes to the box. Opportunity number 6 here for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Midget team.
0 for 5 thus far on the power play. 3 shots on goal with their man advantage, as 3 of the 8 shots that Lethbridge has had in this hockey game have been with the power play.
Again, the original face-off man gets kicked out. Kolarok will step in and lose it. Karasov tries to clear, and he will, along with 15, Kirchhoff. He's been pretty quiet today. Although in a tournament like this, you need an all-around lineup to make something happen. You can't rely on one line or one man to get you 4 wins to get to the playoffs. It's got to be a team effort. Persovsky can't make too much around Karasov, and the Russian player will send it all the way back down to the other end of the ice. 18 on the big board, a minute 30, and the Hurricanes have got a lot to talk about. 11-3 here in the second period, shots on goal, 2-0. Which is why the Russians are leading 2-1. And I think Haynes is just going to be satisfied to clear the last 3 seconds, as well as the rest of us here, Chris. Russia won that period for sure.
Minute 12 of power play time for Lethbridge to start off with a fresh ice surface in the third period, but Dave, they're going to have to find a way to get some offense going. Is Akbar's Academy, I'm not sure what was said between the first and second intermission there, or the first intermission between the first and second periods, but Akbar's Academy didn't see a lot of turnovers, and I know Lethbridge trying to be patient, waiting for those mistakes from Akbar's Academy, but it looks like Akbar's Academy has cleaned up those mistakes, as they did not yield any kind of opportunities to Lethbridge in that second period.
And I honestly think the extra 15 feet is not only helping Russia, but throwing off the Hurricanes. They're not really sure how to execute in this arena very well so far, but that's what coaches get paid for. All right, we are back. Dave Stanish and Chris Caldwell along for the ride with you one more time. There we go. And we are ready to go for the third period. A minute 12 remaining on the Russian penalty kill, And we learned some very interesting facts in the intermission, once again from our good friend Lawrence at the Calgary Herald, Calgary Sun. And we'll have some great information for you later on in the next 20 minutes that you can also read tomorrow in the Calgary Sun.
We'll touch on some scoring summary in the out-of-town scoreboard as well as scoring summary in the opening period of play. Lethbridge opened up the scoring at the lone goal, short-handed. 12:32 is the time of that goal. It was the first of the tournament for Rylan Rosma. Lone goal that opening period, and it was 1-0 Lethbridge after one.
What a close chance right there. Player's out with his stick, so it's kind of 5 against 3.5 right now, but what a great opportunity here in the first 35 seconds for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Of course, Rosma right in the middle of all of it. Another 30 on the power play. Lethbridge definitely came out with a plan. Tried to go far side, no luck with the connection. That one deflected with a high stick. Ref says no. Goalie says yes. We keep playing. Price on the outside. Inside, no one there except the goaltender to take it away from Bruns. And they finally wave it, whistle it down for a high stick for the Russians. Those sneaky snow leopards. They lead 2-1, 12 seconds remaining.
Yes, second period scoring summary. Riley Gazia got Akbar's Academy back on even terms at the 12:50 mark of the second period. Lone assist on that one was to Ruslan Yelmakiev. And then Akbar's Academy at the 16-minute mark of the second period. Their first lead of the tournament, Ivan Vasiliev jams home the loose puck in behind goaltender Ty Young. Shots on goal, 11-3 Akbar's that second period, 18-8 through 40 minutes of play. Face-offs, 12-7 Akbar's Academy in that second period, 20-18 in the hockey game, Dave.
We see a steal, then another steal, then another steal between Garner and Galiev, and the power play has expired. Lethbridge Hurricanes 0 for 6 on the man advantage.
No shots on that power play.
Exactly. A lot of puck action inside the blue line, inside the blue paint, but no shots on goal specifically. There's a shot on goal. It rolls through. Ty Young wasn't quite sure again where it was. Seemed to lose control of it like he did on goal number 2.
Dave, that puck rolled along the top of the crossbar and came down on the far side, and Young was lucky he didn't accidentally back that puck into his own net.
Galiev will win that race. Can't drop it off to anybody. Both players go down in that instance. And now it'll roll to the other side. The right defenseman, Malagin. Nikita Malagin, number 2. Akbar's Academy. Kazan Snow Leopards almost give up a goal there. Again, they're trying to find the one-timers, and again, they cannot connect, these Lethbridge Hurricanes. Cole LaRock on the receiving end of that opportunity. Kirchhoff against 2, manages to clear on the unhappy side of the red line, to steal a phrase, and it is a whistle. So Chris, do you know what the Russian equivalent of the word puck is?
Tell me, Dave, enlighten all of us.
Shaiba, S-H-I-A-I-B-A. So you'll hear the fans to our left here yelling Shaibu, which means we want a goal, we want a goal.
And they yelled that a couple of times in the second period and got rewarded with it finally as Akbar's Academy 2 goals in that second period, their first 2 of the tournament to take a 2-1 lead. Elsewhere in the Max Midget, 9 o'clock game, St. Albert Raiders 8-1 winners over the Calgary Royals at Max Bell. Here at Father Dave Bauer, Lloydminster Bobcats, Swift Current Legionnaires to a 3-3 tie. And game going on right now at Max Bell. It is Prince Albert Mintos leading the Sherwood Park Kings.
3 shots. They got to give them those. And again, Lethbridge coming close. Nikitin right on the spot where he had to be. And again, another face-off win in the offensive zone helps the Hurricanes finally get some rubber or some shibas on Nikitin.
Sorry, Dave. Prince Albert, a 3-1 lead on the Sherwood Park JNS Kings. That one after 40 minutes of play at Max Bell. So Sherwood Park in danger, dropping to 0-2 on the tournament.
Pool 1 action. PA leads SP 3-1.
And a couple of international scores to bring your way. Kazakhstan fell 3-1 early this morning in the World Juniors to Slovakia. Well, the USA up 6-3 late third period on Germany.
Wow, that's a big result for them. Sort of like
solid
the
bounce
Russian
back game for the Americans after their loss yesterday to Canada.
Gee, what does that remind you of? Yeah, what we're seeing right now. A solid bounce back game after a frustrating loss. That'll roll to Kazakov. Up and down. Hudson brings it down, but it's stolen away immediately. And a lot of great one-on-one battles for puck possession. Sedantsov crossing, that one deflected away. Sedantsov will try again on the right side. Can't win the race. Weaselhead will win it and scroll through. Well done by Nikitin to send that puck where he wanted it. That's Scheibe. The Snow Leopard Scheibe. Things I hadn't learned, I didn't know 2 hours ago, I'll be using all week. Sedantsov trying to dance around some players. Cannot make that work, and that's the last time I'm going to say that. At least for a few minutes. Sedantsov takes a big hit from Tallman. And Tallman throws another one just in front of his own bench. Tallman's been physical all day long. And they'll drop the puck off and make a 4 out of 5 line change with the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Roersma keeps it in, but only for the moment. And Russia wants to break out. The Kazan Snow Leopards lead this game 2-1. 4.5 minutes gone, nicely underway here in the third period. Max Tournament 2019, day number 2. First time for the Akbars Academy at this event. Trying to make a play is Meyer. It'll slowly roll out. Russia handling it, Garishin. Far side. It's like they're on a power play right now.
Good puck cycle by the Akbars Academy.
Hurricanes allowing it just like the Buffaloes did last night. There's a quick little wrister along the surface of the ice, and once again Ty Young takes no chances in the Lethbridge net.
Well, Dave, not to really jinx anything for Akbars Academy, but all 3 goals of this hockey game into our broadcast left.
Yeah, maybe there's a bit of a slope.
Definitely seems that way on the scoreboard right now.
Well, Lethbridge had half a dozen fantastic chances here just in the first 5 minutes. And Ty Young, has been very solid, making the saves for the Lethbridge Hurricanes.
Well, shots now double for the Hurricanes, up 20-10 on the shot clock. Both teams with 2 shots in the first 5 minutes here of the third period. But a couple of dangerous chances from Lethbridge early, and Akbars Academy did a good job weathering the storm, and a lot of help from their goaltender, Nikitin.
2-2 in the period for those of you stats geeks keeping track. Kaprizov, that one in front. No luck for Unreiner in a clearance attempt. Now it'll be Price's turn. And Malagin will handle possession. Once again, it's Lethbridge having to react and counterattack versus being the creationists. Nice play by Galiev to keep that alive. Kirchhoff gets knocked away. And we'll go far side to Ryland Bruns. 17, 1-on-4 again. Trying to go the outside route. Kaprizov with the inside route takes it away. Near side, almost found the hole, but day 1 of goaltending school, hug your post. And Nikitin did just that. Far side, Unreiner tried to go through 3 Russians to make that pass instead of shooting, and nothing came from it. And again, no chances taken by Ty Young. You got to shoot, Chris. You got to shoot. Yeah,
and I think a little bit of panic there from the Lethbridge defenseman as the forward that was covering him blew a tire and gave him an open lane, and a little bit of panic, and he passed it off before. Could have stepped in probably another 2.5 feet and just wired that puck.
You got it. But they came close on the near side, and like I said, that post hugging with the blade of the skates did all the work. Again, Lethbridge 8 shots in 46 minutes. Trying to make something happen here. Let's make it 10 shots in 46 minutes. If they had, referee almost gets in the way, and Broderson can't help but walk his skates offside along the far end of the blue line.
Well, J.D. Hall was caught up there. He was surrounded by white jerseys. They kind of dragged him across the blue line offside on that play. As Hall tried whatever he could to hold up, but he got all caught up with a couple of Akbar defensemen backtracking.
Did a university game about a month ago, and all 4 officials got involved in the play. Nobody had it happen twice, but all 4 officials, like in that case, affected the direction of the puck or the Scheibe. Hey, Mom, I learned some Russian this week. Meyer, look at the speed. Look at the move. Hip check and a great one. And the Russian fans and the Russian players respond.
Oh, Dave, I miss those old school hip checks. You don't see those very often anymore in hockey, but see it a lot from the Russian defense corps.
Well, that's the thing. If you can't go around them, you're going to have to go through them, or in this case, over them. And again, Lethbridge executing page 36 of the playbook, I imagine, right now, because they've tried the first 35, and they've only got 1 goal from it. And another just weak opportunity that Russia just simply takes away. Vasilev spinning around. Batukin will put that one in. Again, right in front of the blue paint. Lethbridge manages to take it away. Partial 3-on-2. Weaselhead. Malagin takes that one away and knocks Weaselhead down. That's the 3rd or 4th time he's been on all 4s tonight. Or this afternoon. Dollar in the kitty right there.
Not that last rush from Lethbridge, but the rush before. Lethbridge had the 2. They were going with the 2-1-2 system. The 2 defensemen back inside their own zone. The 1 man in the neutral zone. And the 2 forwards up front at the offensive blue line looking for that outlet pass. Trying to get something going offensively are the Hurricanes.
Just trying to find any hole, find any lane, just try to create anywhere. And maybe an icing call against the Kazan Snow Leopards can help the Hurricanes here with 11:43 remaining in the 3rd period. We don't play overtime. We don't have a shootout. If it's 60 minutes, it's a draw, and that's all she wrote.
We've already seen 2 in the Max Midget Tournament in the first day in game. So first 12 games, 2 ties.
Once again, check out that Max Tournament website for more up-to-date information with all the stats. Offerts up and down and into the netting. And don't forget Max Tournaments on Facebook and on Twitter. If you want all the updates from all the games, subscribe to the Max Tournament Twitter feed.
Well, faceoffs dominated by Akbar's Academy in the second period, 12-7. 5-4 right now in favor of Akbar's Academy here in the 3rd period, so much better in the faceoff dot of the Lethbridge Hurricanes.
Rorsma loses that faceoff. As you said, Russia's been excellent in their own defensive zone. Elmakiev gives it away. What can Unreiner do? Far side. Big save. Well done for Nikitin. Gazizov. Haven't heard from him in a while. Far side, 2-on-3. Quick little wrister, just a bit confusing. Russia maintains possession. Again, it's Vetchikov this time. Far side. And a nice little glove save, and they're making it a little tougher on Ty Young here in the 3rd period, but his confusion continues.
Dave, I want to go back and see that replay on Fatikov's shot. It looked like it went off the shin pad. It looked like it was going to go wide right, wide to the left on the far side of your camera, on your far side of your screen. But instead, it kind of went off the shin pad and curled back in, and Young had to make the save.
I think they
that puck had eyes.
I think they need a new puck. That one off the outside of the net. Galiev trying to find a lane in front. No luck for him. Will get a second chance, and now a 3rd chance. Young back and forth, post to post, like a good goalie should. Another throw in front, and the doorstep is closed. Garner, again, another rush with no real plan for the second pass, Chris, at this point. It's just, what can they maybe create versus having a possibility and a plan when they cross the blue line. Loose puck, quick shot. Tallman wanted a deflection, went wide left intentionally. Hudson will hold it on the right side.
Well, the Hurricanes, Dave, almost have to be to that shoot mentality and get the puck towards the front of the net. You never know what's going to happen. You look at Fatikov's shot earlier. That last shot from either side was a point shot from Fatikov. It was a shot by Fatikov that was just directed towards the net. Ended up on goal.
Kept in again by Tallman, probably the best Hurricane here in the 3rd period. And a slow roller would have been icing if it hadn't gone right through the blue paint. Again, Russia not in clock-killing mode by any means. Hurricane goes down. This is Tonin. He's got Price. 2 sticks taken away. Russian player goes down. Price takes him down, looking for his stick. And all the actions, but not where the puck is right now. Chernov's missing his glove, and we'll have to take care of that. Meyer, off the leg of Maligan. Held in. Booth, again, it's with Lethbridge, it's quick bursts and then long breaks, just like it was with Russia last night against the Buffaloes. Booth will put in a charge. Brogan Booth, 6 goals during the regular season. Love to tie this one up. If Lethbridge could escape with a tie right now, I think they'd be thrilled. 0-1-1 would not be great for Russia, and their game against Prince Albert and Sherwood Park would become all that more important. Big hit, Hall through the shoulder. Cross-ice pass taken away. And now the pace really starts to pick up. Lethbridge looking at the clock, knowing what their situation is. 3-on-3, 9 versus 9. Gazizov helps his teammates. Barsakov taken away. Prasovsky. They're going to have to cheat a little bit more of these Hurricanes, Chris, because the max only comes around once a year.
Well, Proskurin and Nakapov on a partial 2-on-1, and Proskurin had Nakapov wide open. Nakapov down that one knee on that rush, trying to give Akbar's Academy a 3-1 lead, but a good defensive play by the Hurricanes, deflect that puck away, keep it a 2-1 game, and keep themselves within striking distance.
Don't forget, hit that rewind button for anything and everything you want to see again on the archive or even on the live stream. Quick shot. Bouncing around. I think they need to switch the pucks up. Maybe there's a cut that's affecting the spin of it. Weaselhead drops to Hoffert. He'll send it around. Weaselhead just on the edge of illegality there. Referee's arm stays down, however. That one wide right to our point of view. Hoffert's blocked in front. Vasilev is going to chase. Vasilev and Hoffert. Vasilev's going to win the race. And a nice save. Another big effort from Ty Young. Here with 7.5 to go in the third period.
That's a key save from Ty Young, and for the Hurricanes, if they're able to come back, tie this game, or even take the lead, they're going to look back at that save. 7.5 minutes to go in the third period as the turning point.
Kuzakhanov, the 6'6" skater. Far side. Both teams make changes to their forward lines. Back to the third period where the offense is at the disadvantage. Neither team really pushed that opportunity in the second period, but neither team plays here very often. So, the Calgary Flames midget team will certainly do that later in the tournament. Rolling through. Tallman can't stretch far enough. And Gazizov in the middle. Decides to go far left. Cut in against 3. Great save. Great second chance score!
Emil
Fatchikov on the rebound.
Petico stayed right with that puck. Dave saw the loose puck as Ty Young lost the handle on it. Thought he had it in his midsection. Opened up that little pad, and Emil Petico in there to chip the puck into the back of the net and give Akbar's Academy a 3-1 lead.
A 1-on-3 situation. You shoot, you get the rebound, you finish it off, and that's what the Hurricanes should have been doing or have to do for the rest of this game. Just shoot, and you never know where a rebound might land, because that rebound landed in the perfect spot for Fatchikov to finish this third goal off, and the Russians now lead 3-1, 3 consecutive goals, 6:30 remaining in this third period. Let's get the official word.
Assist to number 16, Ruslan Yelnikiv, and to number 9, Rael Gazizov.
So Gazizov and Yelnikia draw helpers on that goal from Petikov to give Akbar's Academy a 3-1 lead. A little bit of breathing room, Dave.
A lot of breathing room right now. Lethbridge still only with 4 shots in the period, 12 in the total. Far side. Persofsky gets knocked off and gets a fist to the back of the helmet for a good measure. Now there's a nice big hit on the far on the near right side of your picture.
We know right now, Dave, the Calgary Buffaloes, they are loving this. The fact that if Akbar's Academy wins this game, it's 2-1-1 teams rather than looking up at the standings and chasing a 2-0 team in the Lethbridge Hurricanes.
Buffalo's 1-0. They have today off, and they will play 3 consecutive games for the next 3 consecutive days starting tomorrow, minimum, and then they may play up to 3 games in the next day and a half on New Year's Eve and on January 1st, hopefully for the Buffaloes at the Scotiabank Saddledome. On January 1, we'll have that broadcast for you. Can't wait to call the championship game from the Saddledome on January 1st. But the semifinals and quarters are going to be just as entertaining. Really looking forward to that on New Year's Eve. Lethbridge trying to do anything and everything to create a turnover and execute possession here. Russia willing to play the game the way they want. Great back and forth. The zigzag pass almost pays off, and so does that one, but that'll roll behind the nets. The posts go off the moorings but fall right back into place, so play continues. 4.5 remaining. Russia 25 shots. Lethbridge, as I said, 13 now. They've given them credit for that. 12. Kuzakov will keep it in. Kuzakanov, and a whistle goes.
And a Lethbridge penalty day for cross-checking is battle in front of the net, and Quinton Ernauer just a little too aggressive, knocks his man down. I think the Akbar's forward may have been ducking on the shot, but then got a little bit of help as well. And 4:09 left, down by 2. Lethbridge going to have to, with a huge penalty kill here, going to need a shorthanded goal.
Now Lethbridge is, if this doesn't go the way they want, they're going to have to come up with a solid effort against Prince Albert's and probably upset the Buffaloes as well if their hopes of making the playoffs are going to be realistic. Of course, Prince Albert still leading Sherwood Park 3-1. Kafazov will send it in on their power play attempt. Trying to make something happen is Barsakov, number 11. Rorsman's there, the other 11. Slow and methodical, the Snow Leopards are in this game. Cross ice, Lethbridge willing to let them kill as much clock as they want on their advantage. Cross ice, no connection. Nice and calm and relaxed with this 3-1 advantage of the Snow Leopards. Trying to cut in front, Nakapov. He'll drop it off instead. And that one will skate through the legs of Kuzakanov. And Lethbridge does not try to push the pace, but Rorsma, safe than sorry, rather than create an odd man out chance on the other direction, decides not to go for the steal, despite the deficit and the remaining time left on the clock. Lethbridge's only goal in the game has been shorthanded. And you hear the chants. They want a goal to those Russian supporters. They want the Shaibo and the Shaibu. They want the puck in the net. Pad save off the stick of Malagin. Russia very content here to just take their time. The Akbar's Academy. Broken stick. Malagin will have to go back to the bench. He seemed really content to just skate if he wanted to. And then a nice little opportunity right at the end that Ty Young handles.
Well, Malagin stayed in that play, Dave, to try and keep the puck onside. He was going to use his speed if he had to until Artur Karisyov came over to help out and take that and take the middle of the ice away from the Lethbridge Hurricanes to clear that puck. 11 seconds of power play time to work with for Akbar's Academy.
I don't know, to me, Lethbridge has to pounce on every opportunity that they can when their tournament is at risk. Lethbridge versus the Buffalo should be an excellent game later this week. Nice two-line pass. Garner, quick shot up and down and over. 20 years ago, that would have been illegal, but we love it now. Chernoff. Back pass. Galiev in front off a Lethbridge skate, and the Hurricanes have nothing left to It's a risk. Bruns, they got to go for it. Goalie still in the net. We'll keep an eye on that. Nikodin handles that shot. 144 on the big board. Again, great play by Meyer. Very fundamentally sound of these Hurricanes. But this isn't a regular season game. This isn't one of 34 games on your schedule. This is a special event. An annual, yearly event that they're not guaranteed invitation to every season. So you might as well enjoy yourself and put as much pressure on the puck as you can. There's a shot. Nikodin is there. More physicality. More cross checks. More
gloves in faces. Thrown his. Nikodin did a good job there on that scramble, made the save, and then pounced on the loose puck and just let everybody else's stick into that pile to keep that puck out.
That's the third or fourth time in this period he's been flat on his butt trying to make a save, spreading his legs to cover as much of the ice surface as he can.
Hurricanes now with 14 shots on goal, being outshot 25-14 in this hockey game. Fans chanting Russia, which I'm pretty sure, Dave, we can understand that in English.
Yeah. Well, I remember the Sochi Olympics, the opening ceremonies, Canada was in the K's because they spell Canada in Russian with a K. So everybody was on the CBC broadcast was like, okay, they're not coming up next. Once the B's were complete, we have to wait for the K's because everything's done in the language of the hosts. Of course, in Pyeongchang, Canada was in their normal order. And in Beijing, they will be as well. So,
final 57 seconds, and Lethbridge deciding that, you know what, they being down by 2 goals may be more important as they keep Ty Young between the pipes and don't want to allow Akbar's that extra goal to get them to even on the goals for and against differential. As right now, Akbar's in the tournament being outscored 3 goals for, 4 against.
Yeah, that's an important fact, Chris. Yeah, they are below 500 when it comes to their goals for and against statistics. Coaches wanted a call, they didn't get it. Mabin, cross, went off the leg, second chance, went off the post. Goalie's lost his stick. Somebody lost their stick. Yeah, the goal stick is all the way by the Denteen logo on the far side. Fortunately, there's only 34 seconds, and the play's at the other end of the arena.
And Dave, Akbar's Academy just got away with one there as Nikita Malgin went over, picked up the goal stick. He was still holding his own stick, had illegal equipment, and
that's right.
The goaltender
that's
his stick
absolutely
back.
Right. You can't carry 2 sticks at once. There's a big play. And the retaliation. Carson Haynes sending a message. They wouldn't see each other again until the championship final, Chris. But Lethbridge wants the Russians to know something here in the last 10 seconds.
Well, the Akbar's Academy will know is that they'll go to the power play and they'll get their first win of the 2020 Max Midget Tournament. A 3-1 lead with 9.6 seconds to go is a boarding penalty going against Carson Haynes. And Akbar's Academy and the Lethbridge Hurricanes now going to both be 1-1 on the tournament. But Akbar's Academy, they've already taken on the team that is still perfect in their pool.
The Canadian fans have been behind the Calgary Buffaloes and the Lethbridge Hurricanes, making zero noise at all when the Russians have scored or had a good chance. So these Canadians want to see the Lethbridge Hurricanes definitely win this game. And there's a big save Ty Young needed to make because, as you said, goals for and against in that lovely formula decide the tiebreakers. And only 2 teams from a division can qualify. So if there's, let's say, 4-0, 2-1-1, 2-1-1, obviously goals for and against would be the first tiebreaker to see if one of those teams would advance as a possible wild card.
And Lethbridge is up on the goals for against, 5 goals for, 4 against.
Exactly, and the Russians are -1 right now, so I feel bad for Prince Albert and Sherwood Park. But we'll have to wait and see. That's why they don't play the games on paper. That one up and over, and the clock didn't start. So they'll shave a second and a half. And we'll have one more face-off here. And of course
they're gonna roll the clock. Clock did expire, so
And
9-6 the shots of that third period. Akbar's Academy get a fish 0 for 3 on the power play. They do get 2 shots on goal.
And that makes it official. The horn goes. Akbar's Academy, the Snow Leopards 3, the Lethbridge Hurricanes 1. And things get a lot more interesting in Pool A. Russia with a huge win, huge offensive performance after a disappointing effort last night. And could this be the turning point in Pool A? We'll have to wait and see. Stick around, we'll have the Players of the Game Award winners, and then we'll sign off, and then at 2:30, we'll do it all over again. Final shots, 25-17, Chris.
25, actually should be 27-14 should be the shots on goal, as they were 9-6 that third period.
27-14, 27-14.
Yep. Now we're going to get the Players of the Game.
Game star from the Lethbridge Hurricanes, number 11, Rylan Roersma.
No, I was going to say Roersma was my pick.
Who's your Russia pick here? I'm thinking
Russian
maybe
pick is,
Pachikov.
no, I'm going with Yelmakiev. 2 assists this afternoon.
Yeah, that could be possible. Yeah, absolutely.
And the game star from the Akbar's Academy, number 7, Ivan Vasiliev.
Vasiliev had a good game too.
Vasiliev
For sure.
did have a good game. Yes, goal for Akbar's Academy actually turned out to be the game-winning goal with 4 minutes to go in the second period. So gave Akbar's Academy a 2-1 lead as they go on to a 3-1 win. And what a start for Akbar's Academy's shutout last night in the featured game to the Calgary Buffaloes 3-0 comeback here this morning. Quick turnaround, pick up a 3-1 win. 1-1 on the tournament. Lethbridge 4-1 winners yesterday. A 3-1 setback here today. They're also 1-1 on the tournament.
All right, fans, if you're with us live and you're sticking around for our next game, just let the stream roll and you'll be connected. Archivers and YouTubers, we thank you so much for tuning us in today for game number 2.